have a special guest today. May I introduce you to Leo? His formal name is Leonardo. He is 18 years old and he's my little baby boy. He's a very grumpy old man. I think he's a little bit camera shy. He just does not really know what to do. And say hi, baby boy. He's usually living with my father, but since my father is on vacation at the moment, we are doing this. Well, he's not as happy as I am to be part of this video, but thanks so much for stopping by again. Oh, I'm not really in the middle. I have been absent really long, and I'm very sorry about that. I just kind of wanted to give you guys an update, kind of like a life update vlog, I guess, because so much stuff has happened and I don't know, it was just really a lot and I did not have time to do any YouTube videos. I didn't really have much time to blog, so I really hope that will change. And let's just start at the beginning. So what kind of happened was in March I was running out of money slowly, because if you read my blog before, I had a scholarship when I lived in Korea and in Japan. But I mean, I had the scholarship until December, so I saved quite a bit of money, so I did not have to get a job as soon as possible. But I was running out of money slowly in March, and I just hate if I have to rely on other people for like paying my bills and my rent and stuff like that. So I was searching for a job, and it was really hard because no one was hiring, and it was really sad, and I got very stressed. And then I saw that a small supermarket where I used to live before, they were searching for people who are doing like the cashier stuff. And I always liked doing the cashier stuff. I was working in a bookshop before and at Starbucks. So I applied there and they were happy to take me. And at first I was really excited that I had a job. But as it turns out, it was the most shittiest part-time job ever. Like, it was completely bogus. So yeah, that kind of happened. I hated to go there after 1 week, which usually never happens. I'm someone, I like to work with my coworkers. I usually enjoy to work and to do something useful, but that place was just so messed up. First of all, I had a contract for 8 hours a week, so really not a lot, would only be like 300 euros a month or something like that, but it would have been okay just to, you know, be able to pay a little bit. But I had 8 hours a week, so I thought, and they told me that I need to come in for like once a week for one shift, or maybe twice a week if I was doing more hours, and I was okay with that because I had to write my thesis, my Japanese thesis, which I will talk on a little bit later, and so I needed a lot of time to work on that. And in the end, what they did was I was working 12 or 14 hours a week, which was more. I don't really mind that because I needed the money, but they were making shifts like 4 times a week for 3 hours. I was really pissed about that because they did not say that. They said like I come in once or maybe at most twice, and they did not do that, and I was really pissed about that because if I have to go like 4 or 5 times a week there for like 2 to 3 hours, I have to go there by bicycle, it takes like 30 minutes, I have to go back. Stuff like that, and I could not focus on my thesis because I was constantly going to work and it was horrible. The second thing was that they said to me that the breaks that are printed on the working schedule are printed there, but they're not really there to do your break. So basically what they were implying was that you legally have a break, but you're not really allowed to take your break. And for me, that is something like, that kind of work ethic I'm not very supportive of. And if people are doing their hard work, like all the other people, my coworkers at the supermarket, they deserve to do their break at least for 30 minutes. So I started to realize that maybe that place was kind of shady. And the next thing was that they did not pay me for the first 7 weeks. I quit after 3 weeks, but they did just not pay me. And upon asking them where my money was and when I would get it, they said, oh yeah, we don't know, it works really different for everyone, we have no idea. So I was super pissed about that because I needed the money like really desperately because I was running out of money in March and it was already late April, so I was basically having 30 euros on my bank account, which is not a lot. So I was kind of panicking, and I really hated that they did not even try to support me. You know, they were not like, oh my god, I'm sorry, we'll try to figure it out. No, they were just like, yeah, we don't know. You will see someone. So yeah, and the supervisors and our co-workers and even the people who went to the supermarket to get their food, they were all really shitty. So it was a really toxic environment. I quit after 3 weeks. I worked there until June. I was so happy when I had my last shift because this whole like work environment really was not up my alley. I just hated to go there. So before I quit the work at the supermarket, I phoned my older boss at Starbucks and asked her, hey, do you maybe need a barista to know who speaks Japanese and stuff like that? And I wasn't really sure if she would take me back. I did work there for 2 years, 1 year, then I went to Japan, and then another year, and then I went to Japan again. So I wasn't really sure if she would take me out. But she was like, sure, when can you start? And stuff like that. So it was just like that. And I had a job again, which was great. And I really love working at the Starbucks, which I'm working right now. It's great. I'm doing 20. Yeah. I'm doing 20 hours a week, which is a little bit more than I wanted because I still have to write my master's thesis, but it's fine. The whole working environment is a lot better. Like, all my coworkers are really nice. They're all as silly and retarded as I left them, and I mean that in a very positive way because you can just be very silly and crazy with them, which I just love. They're really great people there. So yeah, I'm back at Starbucks. If you need some free coffee, hook me up. I'm always there. And yeah, I'm working there. It's been quite hard because the reason that I did not go back to Starbucks in the very first place was that the working at Starbucks is quite stressful because I'm working at the main station in my city and it's stressful. There are a lot of businessmen coming, the trains are running all the time. Everyone tries to, you know, catch the trains and stuff like that, so it's really hectic. Everyone's like, can I get my coffee? I did not get my coffee yet. I got the wrong coffee. Why is there no coffee? Stuff like that. So it's really crazy, and the hours are different. I mean, we are starting to work at 4:30 in the morning, so I have to basically get out at 3 if I have the morning shifts. Since I transitioned from my old work to the new work in June, and I also had to give in my thesis in June. June was basically a no YouTube, no blog, no ever territory because I was so stressed out by needing to submitting my thesis on time because I had a deadline, and if I didn't meet the deadline, I can only graduate half a year later. And that was like, to me, that's not going to happen. I need to graduate because this whole university thing is just stressing me out even more. So yeah, that basically happened. So the whole June I was very busy. Hey there. The whole June I was basically very busy getting my shit together at Starbucks because, I mean, I have worked there, but I needed to, you know, ease into the more hours, into the working things, like the rules change all the time, and I also had to get my shit together about my thesis because although I was quite far, I think I already had like 60 pages, I was still lacking the main analysis, which I was struggling a lot with the whole month. It was just horrible, and I had to give it in until the 26th of June, and that was basically what I did, whole June. No time at all. I was basically running on coffee, only coffee and chocolate probably. I did not eat properly, I did not sleep properly, I was losing sleep all the time, and my skin has been so shitty. I didn't really want to do this video today because my skin is just so bad at the moment, but I said, like, just screw that. I'm all about skin positivity. If you have acne, you can still do YouTube videos, whatever. And as you can see, my foundation, like, it's the Luna Water Essence Fun Pack that I just did a rave review about, and I think you can see why, because my skin does not look as shitty as it usually does every other day of the week when I don't use the foundation, so you should get that. I submitted my thesis in time. I was so proud of myself. I still am. I still have an oral exam left in July the 15th, and then I will finally be free of the Japanese thesis. And I expect my skin to be better after that, but right now, since I'm so stressed, my skin is just all over the place. And as you can see, I also dyed my hair. If you're wondering, no, this is not what it's supposed to look, but I'm kind of trying something out. I want to get like a whitish gray hair color. I know that almost every blogger has it at the moment, but I cannot have any like popping or shocking hair color at Starbucks. It's not allowed. I cannot have green hair or pink or purple, anything like that. So the most unique thing that I could do with my hair is gray. Yeah. And that's what I'm going to do. So since I've dyed my hair in Korea, I dyed it red and copper, and I also got a perm. You don't really see it because I straightened my hair now, but usually like my hair is like this. And because of that, my hairstylist said she's not comfortable with bleaching my whole hair because she said she cannot really predict how my hair will turn out. And as you can see, like here on the top it is very light, but if you go down to the bottom it's barely noticeable that I dyed it. So what we did was we did tiny strands, but a lot of them to get a more even finish, although the dye was not even. And I'm going in next week for the next bleach, and I really hope that it's getting more closer to the whitish gray that I'm aspiring at the moment. And yeah, we'll definitely let you know how that turned out. And yeah, that's kind of what happened the last 3 months. It was just really hectic, and ooh, who's sleeping there? Hi there. Just go here so you can see a little bit. And yeah, that's just what happened. It was really stressful. I think so far for the life update. I really hope you don't mind this really random video, but I just wanted to get out there that I did not forget about you guys. I actually have a lot of ideas for my next videos. So now that my mind will finally be free by the mid of July, I hope that I can give you a lot more like content on YouTube and on my blog. Thank you so much. If you're still watching, you're awesome. Thank you so much for your support. And yeah, please be updated for my next video.